Heavy wind and high surf from Hurricane Erin from Long Island to New Jersey. The impact here in the tri-state area. Good evening, I'm Dick Brennan. Tonight, Hurricane Erin churning in the Atlantic as a Category 2 storm with winds around 100 miles per hour. The storm has brought dangerous rip currents up and down the East Coast, including the Jersey Shore. We're going to take a look at Cape May in just a little while. There it is, where you can see some rough waves. Despite the warnings, some surfers still jumped in. Not a great idea. Lonnie Quinn is with us right now, tracking the path. Lonnie.
Yeah, I don't think tomorrow's going to be a good day to go in the water as well, but I'll take you through everything. Here's our storm. Good news is it's weakening. You can see sort of the western quadrant here of the storm pulling in some dry air and starts to erode. So it's getting weaker as we push ahead. It's a low-grade Cat 2 now. It's 100-mile-per-hour winds. If it gets down to 95, we'll have a Cat 1. That's going to be taking place as we go through the overnight hours. In fact, every hour that passes, the storm should get weaker and get farther and farther away. But the concerns are still out there for our day tomorrow. In fact, the high surf advisory was up for today. It's up again for tomorrow. Tomorrow, the potential for the south shore of Long Island, maybe some 4, possibly 12-foot waves out there. I think you're going to see a lot of 4 to 8 footers. And then you could potentially, the farther east you go, maybe find some 12-foot waves out there. That's a possibility and a problem out there. The Jersey Shore, tomorrow more like a 6 to 9-foot wave. So those big waves, rip currents. They're a risk again tomorrow. A lot of beaches are not allowing swimming tomorrow. I think it's a good idea. I think they're still going to be prevalent out there. And the coastal flood alerts, all right, warnings all along the seaside here. We see that dark green color. And the worst of the coastal flooding, Dick, I think is going to be taking place shortly because we're just now getting into the high tide cycle with the storm offshore.
All right, Lonnie, thanks very much. And you just mentioned it. In New Jersey, a state of emergency in effect as high surf and dangerous rip currents shut down beaches. Andrew Ramos is live in the boardwalk at Asbury Park. How's it looking there right now, Andrew?
Well, Dick, I could tell you the winds here have been picking up significantly over the past couple of hours. The evening has been incredibly windy here. High tide came in just about an hour ago. You can take a look behind me just how close that water got here to the boardwalk. Now, tonight, many of the businesses here along the shore, as well as the locals, are hoping that that was the worst of it. Now, despite the beach here at Asbury Park being closed, it did little to deter foot traffic on the boardwalk, where many were taking in the sights of the colossal waves. With a state of emergency in effect, officials say they expect parts of the Jersey Shore to see sustained winds of up to 50 miles per hour, where waves could get as high as 17 feet. And flood-prone areas may see up to 3 feet of water. The harsh conditions, all compliments of Hurricane Erin, as she makes her way up the East Coast. High tide at Asbury didn't pack the punch many feared it would, stopping just along the boardwalk. Concern, yet still looming among small businesses and visitors.
We don't know if the water is going to come closer to like the railing, and we don't know if it's going to like cause a flood or anything, or like hit like the building. So like we don't know what to do.
I grew up in New Jersey. These are probably the biggest waves I've seen. I've been coming to the Jersey Shore for years, but I guess never with an impending, hurricane going up the coast.
Impressive.
And very dangerous.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about that. So it's kind of good that the beaches are closed.
Well, it's still unclear when that state of emergency will be lifted. With it still in effect, getting into the water is not going to be an option, as swimming will be prohibited. That's the latest here live in Asbury Park. Andrew Ramos, CBS News, New York.
All right, Andrew, thanks very much. And on Long Island, officials have declared a state of emergency in the town of Southampton. Jennifer McLogan reports the big concern is beach erosion.
It's undescribable, really.
Daryl and Maria Harris came to the beaches of Southampton to feel Erin's fury.
We don't want our beaches to be taken from us, but this is a very beautiful sight to see.
Giant waves, powerful winds. Dune erosion is already impacting the East End. Coastal flooding on beach roads.
The declaration of a state of emergency allows the town to be able to take special actions if needed to protect public safety.
You have to secure the vessels. Keep them, safe at the dock, extra lines, and monitoring.
No trawling for squid with Erin approaching. Commercial fishing boats like the Mary Elizabeth came ashore. At Robert Moses State Park, lifeguards are monitoring. No one enters the dangerous waters nor drives on the dunes.
We are concerned about erosion, and that's our main concern with the high tides tonight and tomorrow morning.
Village and town beaches will assess when reopening is safe.
Concerned about the riptides and the safety of the people that are swimming in the ocean.
For now, main streets like those of West Hampton are teeming with tourists, but restaurants along beach roads closed. The Loznicks of Harlem are a bit disappointed.
We're on vacation this week.
I was hoping for it to be nice so I could bring out my boogie board and surfboard.
High tide is approaching, winds are howling, an expected overwash and possible breach here on Dune Road. Reporting from Hampton Bays in the town of Southampton, Jennifer McLogan, CBS News, New York.
Check out this new video from Wildwood, New Jersey. The waves are so big, we're told, they're starting to cover the roadway. Whoa. That can be frightening. John Elliott joins us now. John, you're just back from Long Island, but now this is New Jersey. It's all the shorelines.
So I just got a call from Craig Allen, our beloved Craig Allen and colleague and weather, professor. Jones Beach, it's totally inundated. So he was there, and it breached the boardwalk there. So now it's our turn. So, yeah, we are watching Erin. What a study in contrast. In the city, just driving around, it was beautiful. Coming in from Long Island, the sun was setting. It was glorious. But coastal impact still a deal. Lingers Friday for swimmers. And then a great day Saturday. Here's the deal. It's a weakening Cat 2. Again, it is going to continue to weaken. It is still an organized, broad system. Remember, once named, always named. We're going to be talking about Erin for a while. Just wanted to show you some of the winds. We had the offshore winds, so we had the real well-defined wave action for Long Island. But it is messy for the Jersey Shore. Still windy, but the good news is the winds are subsiding. Lots of changes you'll like coming up in your full forecast right now, though. Right back today.
All right, John, thanks very much. And Erin is whipping up waves in Ocean City, and we're seeing some coastal flooding there. Nikki DeMentri is live with the conditions. Nikki, how's it looking?
Good evening. I almost said afternoon to you, but good evening to you. We're actually on the bay side of Ocean City right now, right off of West Avenue at 25th Street. You can see this road is closed. Why? Because we talked about the coastal flooding, the tidal flooding concern. It's already happening here. High tide was around 7:50 or so. Take a look at this road. It is completely covered by inches of water, as well as the alleyways and the sidewalks right now. Whether this gets worse or it's going to start receding, time will tell, right? Back on the beach, the high tide, well, it's coming all the way up to the dunes right now. We just spoke with some folks that say it's certainly a sight to see. We were there earlier in the evening, and Mother Nature is angry. Those waves were breaking very far out, and something that people kept saying to me, people who've lived here for a long time, rented here, summered here, they said waves like this, flooding like this, it's not something they typically see. Now in this area, yes, does it normally flood? That is true, and neighbors say they see water, but usually not this much and not this quickly. Time will tell tomorrow what happens. There were no swimming down at the ocean today. Well, whether that continues tomorrow, Beach Patrol says they're hopeful people will be able to go back in the water, but that could be just up to their ankles. It might be up to their knees. That's going to be dependent on the erosion, the impacts of Hurricane Erin with the erosion, the riptides, and that high surf. For now, live in Ocean City, sending it back to you in the studio.
Nikki DeMentri watching it carefully for us in Ocean City. Thank you so much, Nikki. Dune erosion and coastal flooding already hitting Long Island's East End. Officials in Southampton have declared an emergency so they can take special action if needed. Village and town beaches have been closed to swimming.
Concerned about erosion, and that's our main concern with the high tides tonight and tomorrow morning.
We don't want our beaches to be taken from us, but this is a very beautiful sight to see.
The storm has also shut down some restaurants along those beach roads. Our team of reporters and meteorologists are tracking Erin. Stay with CBS News New York for the latest storm track and impact.